Testing once again. Testing. Test. Yo. Huh?
I'm here.
Alright, I'm going.
Welcome back, guys. J2J Podcast and your host, Jose Morales. And
Jose Franco.
damn, guys, it's been 2 years. It's been crazy. I know we let a lot of people down, but we're back.
Yeah, it's been 2 years. It's been crazy. A lot of debating. A lot of trying to fit it into our schedules and stuff like that. It's kind of crazy. I mean, we did 4 episodes 2 years ago, and we were like teenagers. How old were we? Like 18, 19?
19.
18,
Yeah.
19,
We're
and
young.
now we're both 20 years young,
Yeah.
and we're here, and probably lost everyone who was listening. But, just for fun, it's Memorial Day. So we were able to fit into our schedule and stuff like that, so it's great to bring it back, and it's great to be back.
Yeah, for sure. This is just going to be something we want to do again. I feel like we have a lot to talk about, and I don't know if you guys listened to the last 4 episodes. Whoever was here first for the first 4, it's not going to be the same at all.
Whoever was listening to the first 4, first and foremost, thank you for listening and supporting. I know some people supported, and throughout the 2 years, I mean, people would bring it up when we would be out, and we'd see old friends or something like that. People would ask like, "Yo, what happened to the podcast? Yo, like y'all should bring it back, this and that." And I always had it in mind. We always had it in mind to bring it back, but we're finally here, and hopefully you guys enjoy season 2. This is officially season 2.
Sir.
And this will be definitely way more different than the first. I've never listened to the first 4 episodes, to be real with you, but yeah, it seems like you guys liked it, and hopefully you guys like season 2 too. So
yeah, we're trying new things for sure. So what you been up to, man?
So I mean, we're 20 years old now. We're adults.
Yeah.
We didn't go back to school, like university, like most people do. They go back to school. I decided not to, just didn't want to have that extra stress and extra like thing, like commitment and stuff like that on top. You got to really commit to that. And whoever doing that, shout out to whatever anyone's doing. You don't need to go to school to do things, but you eventually do have to go back, or eventually you have to learn new things.
Yeah, school is that's crazy. It's a lot of work. It's a second job, I see it as. A lot of people that go to school right now, usually right now at this time, people are going into summer break, or some I've heard like there's a lot that still continue, and I'm like, shout out to those that still continue during these times.
This podcast, is towards everybody, whatever you're doing, if you're in school or not in school, whatever your background, whatever it is, it's we talk for everyone. We don't talk for just like certain people,
For sure.
Big shout out to those for just grinding and doing what they have to do, to make ends meet or to reach their goals.
Yeah.
But adulting, what do you think? Did you think it is what you thought it was gonna be when you were like in high school or middle school, whatever?
Oh, nah, for sure. Not at all.
Not at all.
What I did notice, like, since, we're class of 2020, we can get our graduations and stuff.
We didn't get shit.
But, honestly, thank God, I didn't want to go through that stuff. Especially, how COVID, all that was. To think 2 years ago, COVID was a thing.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is kind of crazy just to think that we didn't get the graduation stuff, so everything just cut off, and then one day you were in high school, and then the next day you're like working your full-time job.
Oh yeah.
Sure. Most of us went full-time the moment like COVID like ended our school year. I went full-time, and it's like a slap in the face, you go from doing 20 hours and to going to do 40 plus, and then you make more money, but then more responsibilities come on you without even trying. That's the crazy thing about adulting, or like going into adulthood. Like, for example, Like when you're like in high school, you start growing like little responsibilities, little by little, like your phone bill. Maybe you get your first car, you get a car payment, blah blah blah, and then from there, real quick, it becomes a lot more in the future. And like now, I pay like everything for myself. You know what I mean? And you pay everything for yourself now. And it's crazy how that transition wasn't really there for us. Like for us, like we were once in high school, and all of a sudden we're an adult.
We just got thrown in right away.
Like I don't even remember like 18, 19. I don't remember that little era.
That phase, yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember the phase because I swear, like I'm like now we're 20. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy how time flies and
it flew by quick.
And how much milestones mean. That's the biggest thing, bro. Milestones mean a lot to the human like psychology. Because graduation is a milestone that we all were looking forward to since little.
Yeah.
And since we didn't get to have that, we didn't have that milestone, that transition moment, that turning point, that turning of the page. It didn't feel like we turned the page. Well, like for me, it didn't feel like I turned the page. It felt like boom, boom, boom. Like the book ended and a new book without even finishing the first book.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's absolutely crazy. What's the hardest challenge you think being an adult?
For sure, for those that I think the biggest challenge would be like, I can't speak for myself. I have a place where I could call home without like too much work put into. I see that a lot of people at our age usually start seeking for new places to live, like apartments.
Really?
Or I've also seen that people even be able to purchase their first home. That's cool.
It's the coolest thing. It's definitely inspiring to see people our age doing big things. I feel like it's cool to see people making businesses, getting houses, doing investments, or even getting a nice car, like their dream car or something like that. It's always a big achievement and stuff like that. And, we're here to uplift and to inspire and whatever, But, it's crazy being an adult, bro. Like, you don't really think about it too much, though. You just go through it. But when you, like, look back, you're just like, dang, like, time is flying right now.
Yeah.
Like,
well, it's been 2 years since we've been out of high school.
Can't even stop it. You can't even stop it, bro. That's the crazy thing. But yeah, other than that, it's crazy. I mean, I think that the biggest challenge is maybe dedication. Maybe like being focused on one thing every day. Like, let's say you have your big goal of graduating or buying your first home or doing that. The hardest thing is to stay dedicated and keeping both feet on the ground, level-headed throughout the whole process, like, because for one thing too is like saving money is crazy too. You have to be really dedicated. Also another thing, some people may relate, losing weight or fitness. You gotta stay dedicated, and there's many things to it. Like for fitness, there's diet, there's like the amount of times you work out, the amount of calories you burn. There's so many little bits and pieces that will get you to that goal. And like at like every single goal, there's also a lot of shortcuts. And the biggest thing too at this age is not taking shortcuts, especially financially. Financially, there's a lot of shortcuts out there that will end up hurting you in the long run. You gotta play your cards right. And I think that's the hardest thing being an adult is playing your cards right. Because once you get older and you grow credit and you build your credit, you establish yourself as an adult in society, there will be a lot of shortcuts for fast money or fast whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's definitely crazy. It's just, that's probably the hardest thing to me. It's just dedication and staying rooted.
Yeah.
Being humble too, being humble and sticking to the plan that you had since a long time. You know what I mean? I've talked to a lot of people about that, especially people who go to school. They always tell me that it's hard to see like the end product.
Yeah.
Especially when you're in school for 4 years and you're barely on your second year or third year, But that's why milestones are meant to be celebrated and supposed to be recognized and stuff like that. And also, too, resting is very important, Not just going ham or going crazy.
You gotta get your sleep
24/7. You gotta get your rest. You gotta, like I said, play your cards right. Because it's also very easy to burn yourself out. And when you burn yourself out and you're burnt out, you take like 10 steps backwards, you know what I mean? and it's kind of crazy. But that's what I think is the most difficult thing.
Yeah, adult life, it is pretty crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy just when you think about it, though.
Yeah.
You know, but a lot of people I talk to, they think about it. You know,
Yeah.
and that's why we're talking about it here. You know what I mean?
This for sure could be an episode alone, just of talking about adult life, finance, all this stuff. To the second thing now. There's a lot to talk about.
Yeah,
in 2 years that we can talk about a lot. Yeah.
In 2 years, dude. So what did you think about the first season? Like,
First season. It was trash. I'm gonna lie to you. It was pretty trash.
Nah.
It was good advice. I think that was personally coming from us at that age.
It's embarrassing.
And then coming 2 years later, you start realizing some of it's true, some of it's
a little bit childish, a little
I ain't
bit
gonna lie,
like
I might have been speaking out.
a little bit childish. You know, it makes sense.
It's
You know,
all
we're
good.
young.
Yeah.
The best thing is that we started it and it planted a seed, and now we're here. I think it was real cool. This season 2 will be really cool to compare season 1 to season 2, because that's 2 years of growth, maturing and stuff like that. Like, since the first season, what's something that you learned?
There's a lot I've learned. That coming down to like mental health and stuff like that, I've learned a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's more to like, you gotta like know how to take care of yourself. Like,
You gotta know
mentally.
how to,
You know,
yeah.
you need it for sure. Like you said, you gotta take care of yourself. Don't exhaust yourself. Don't overdo it. Right. Play your cards right.
Trust the process.
Yeah.
Trust the process. What's that one thing that they say? Rome wasn't built overnight or something.
Yeah.
Something. Yeah,
Rome wasn't built in one day.
Yeah, something like that.
It's-
You know, it takes a while.
You gotta take baby steps for sure.
Nowadays with social media, bro, they make it seem like everything's like in a blink of an eye. You know, like, oh, like you can become a millionaire tomorrow, or this and that.
That brings up something again too. Social media.
Social media.
You've been off it, no?
Yeah, that's one thing that I was gonna say. That one thing I've learned. I've been off social media since, like, I want to say like a good 8 months now.
Yeah.
A good 8 months. I've got rid of all social media. It all started off. I mean, I got tired of just seeing the same things, and I saw a lot of toxic, like, just things. And even though it don't really affect me, but I would always catch myself like that type of stuff getting my attention when I could be doing something else with that time. You know, when your phone tells you like you're using 5 hours on your phone over the week. I don't know, 5 hours a day you're averaging, whatever. But I don't know. I just thought that I caught myself scrolling too much, stuff like that, just looking at dumb shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Dumb shit, you know. And you know, whoever's out there that definitely, like, I know everyone kind of has a thought like, man, maybe I should just get rid of social media. Maybe I should deactivate. Go for it.
It's good to.
It's actually really good. It's actually really good. It helps you just stay in your own bubble for a moment. Like,
reestablish yourself.
I feel like when you have social media, you just see too much things, and without wanting to, you may compare yourself or something like that, you know. And like, if you see some person like rich or something like that, you want to do the same thing too. But everyone's life is different, you know. I did it because I just wanted to disconnect from society and stuff like that. I think it's good to stay away from that type of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And even if you like social media, I understand that social media is really good for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's good for networking. It's good for talk. You know, I'm not saying it's not, but here and there, it doesn't hurt to stay away from it. Get away from it for a bit. Maybe go on a trip and don't post nothing, something like that, and it helps a lot. It helped me. Just not having that shit, you know, not having the urge to open Facebook in the morning or some shit like that. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's been a ride. I've learned so much in the last few months without
for
it.
Sure. Another thing, for sure, in these last 2 years is like I've learned how to like cut off bad habits.
Mm-hmm.
And for sure, being on social media was a bad habit that I actually like toned down a lot. Like I just usually Snapchat to like text my girlfriend, or if I use anything, I use Twitter to look at the news and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, social media is good for like, I don't know, There's good and bad of it.
One thing I
Mostly
did,
bad, maybe.
yeah. One thing I don't like about social media, man, is that one bad thing happens in the world, and then you'll see like 100 posts of the same thing,
But it gets flipped. It always
and
gets
then
flipped around.
and then
flipped.
they make it worse.
Yeah.
Like they're just terrorizing you. And during the whole COVID situation, I feel like social media was a big reason why COVID was as bad as it was, because every article was like, "Yo, like." We're all gonna die, blah blah. Like that's a big reason, bro. Any little thing, man, they would drag it out and stuff like that, and just fear. They put fear into people, and I realized that, dude, these guys are just talking out their ass. They're just trying to get a paycheck. You know what I mean? So why be a part of that? You know, you don't want to be a part of that. You know. But that's what I realized. That's truly what made me want to hop off it. Is there's just too many things of the same thing. Like, it's just doing too much, you know. So nowadays, social media drags everything out. To be honest, it's crazy.
So I mean, it's growth. We grew a lot now.
What about style?
Life is style.
What about style? Has your fashion changed? Like, not your fashion, but the way you dress.
I mean, I don't know if many know, but your boy's a dad. Yeah, dad now.
That's an episode in itself.
Yeah. I will talk more about that.
Yeah,
more
definitely.
in the season.
Once we get a little bit more personal, you know, we're just coming back. You know, season 1 was a little too personal, maybe here and there. Maybe.
Like I said,
you know?
that shit was pretty trash.
We're trying to be a little bit more professional this time. You know, like a proper podcast, like a mature.
I honestly
podcast.
I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Nah, that's how it is. We're going all out. I remember we were trying to like act professional, but then we started getting way too personal, and I'm like, what are we doing? I think that was a big reason why we stopped. So there's one thing. After the 4th episode, we did record 2 more episodes.
Oh yeah, there's more episodes, but they're gone now.
But we decided not to post, and we're like, you know what? This is not it.
That's what I mean by too personal. If anyone's like, "Dang, the first 4 episodes weren't that personal," though, I'm like, "Yeah, but the ones in the vault,
it was getting repetitive.
The ones in the vault were a little bit personal, though. But yeah, we're just bringing it back, though. We're bringing it back for the people who listen, and we're bringing it back for us too. You know, like, it's kind of cool to do this thing. You know,
we want to keep it diverse. We want to keep it not just about like finance, school, and all that stuff. I want to bring in sports into this.
Yeah, everything. Shout out to Warriors and shout out to Celtics. Warriors Celtics is about to be a good game.
Yes, that's my Celtics right there. Let's go, Jason Tatum.
Jimmy Butler dead. Last night, it was just last night. Right, last night.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler, man.
That 3.
He dropped 47 points in game.
That 3
the last game before.
That missed 3 killed him.
I didn't see the game, but he was out here and you know, he came up short. But it's good to see Warriors and Celtics, 2 teams that definitely deserve it.
It's gonna be experience versus rookies at this point.
Yeah, it's gonna be real cool. Shout out to them.
Curry, he's been in this platform many times.
And Curry's the GOAT, man. I think Curry's the GOAT, but
Klay Thompson's
the GOAT too. They're all GOATs, man.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be a good series to watch.
Soccer.
Champions League, Real Madrid won. You know,
let's go.
It just shows that it's about who scores, who wins.
Yeah.
It's like boxing. You know, you could outbox the other person, but if you get hit with the wrong shot, you're out. You know what I mean? And that's basically what Real Madrid versus Liverpool was. Liverpool was outboxing Real Madrid, but Real Madrid got that one shot. You know what I mean?
I really thought they had it was the first half, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was a great game to watch. It's a good time for sports. Everything's back. Last time when we did the podcast 2 years ago, everything was all over the place.
Everything was closed down.
Everything's kind of coming back to normal, but nothing will ever be the same.
No.
Nothing will ever be the same. The world is upside down right now, in my opinion.
It's changed a lot, though.
The world is crazy.
A lot of good came out of COVID.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of good. But, yeah, sports is going to...
Yeah, so that just shows that, you know, season 2 could be anything and everything. Whoever's listening, whoever's not listening, whoever is listening.
If you're listening...
If you have any, like, recommendation... or anything, any topic, we'll talk about it. You know,
send the DM, comment on our Instagram, JTJ Productions.
Do the Instagram, whatever. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, because we want to make it seem like you guys are a part of it too. You know, because you guys are a part of it. You know, like you guys can comment and shit. You know, you guys can talk. That's the cool thing about season 1.
Yeah.
A lot of people would actually reach out.
Mm-hmm.
Some people would say, "Yo, I love the podcast. Yo, this and that. Yo, this and that." Some people would give their 2 cents. You know, blah blah. You know, and that's good. That's exactly what we want. You know, and it was really cool. You know, we think that if we could have kept going with that momentum, we probably could have got somewhere. But you know what? Life hit. And now we're here, and hopefully people fuck with this. If not, there won't be no more episodes.
And then this might be the one.
This is the first and last episode.
And then
this episode right now, this recording right now barely happened. Like, this was not gonna happen.
I don't know if you guys heard in the beginning intro. That call happened for a reason.
We did one post and only one person liked. Only one person liked. You know, shout out to that person. But, you know, when you only have one person like, we were like, dang, what if no one's listening no more, you know? But shout out to that one person. So that one person is truly the motivation, you know what I mean? You know, because it's not easy. I mean, it's not that easy.
Yeah.
It's not that easy to just sit down and with a mic at this time on a holiday. You know, it's not that easy to just pull out, because we have our own lives. We have our own families. We have our own stuff. And, like, it's not just, like, it's not that easy, you know? And that's another reason why it took us so long to bring back the podcast. But we've also grown so much, so we're here.
We just want to keep it fun, entertaining, educational, everything.
We let y'all down, though.
Yeah,
we let y'all down. Whoever I know a lot of people would ask,
people,
bro,
like, where's the podcast?
Where the podcast? Where the episode? Blah blah blah. And I would just say it's coming soon. It's coming soon. It's 2 years later. It's still coming soon, because, you know, this hasn't dropped yet. But it's crazy. Shout out to everyone that truly is supportive and helpful during this time. You know, nothing's crazy going on, but, like, I feel like a lot of people are trying to figure themselves out right now, bro. We're 20, and everyone is kind of sure who they are, but they're not 1,000,000% sure who they are. So, what do you think, man? Do you think in life, do you think a human is ever sure of who they really are? No, huh?
Everyone changes.
Just because there's just so many moving components and so many things that affect. Maybe for a little phase, you'll really know who you are, but eventually we all fall down, you know? That's just how life is. It's ups and downs, you know? What's that one thing? You fall 10 times, get up. Dude, I don't know. But you know what I'm trying to say, though, man.
Too much metaphors. I don't even know what they are.
I don't even know what they are either. But it's pretty cool. No, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's crazy, you know. That working life is crazy too.
There's a lot of things we're gonna talk about.
That working life is crazy, bro, because you put in 40 hours or more for some, and it's crazy because we'll be working for a really long time till we retire, and even if you're like rich off YouTube or something like that, you're always working. Mm-hmm. You're always doing something to get paid. You know what I mean? Oh, speaking about getting paid, sponsorship by HelloFresh. I'm just playing.
No, we're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
Hopefully.
We're not there yet, but you best believe. HelloFresh, if you're listening. I won't eat that shit. I'm just playing. No, but the influencers, bro, with that HelloFresh stuff, I be wondering if they're actually eating that.
Yeah.
I be wondering, bro, if they're actually eating HelloFresh.
Best believe they gave me that shit for free. I would be.
We're also sponsored by Upstart, whoever's going through.
Are you losing hair? Keep this thing key for
You see what I mean? So, you know,
I'm saying
it'd be cool. It'd be cool. I'm just saying, it'd be really cool, bro. Like, I was watching a YouTuber yesterday.
Yeah.
He was sponsored by, like, I watched like 2 videos. It's my first time ever watching this guy. He's British.
Yeah.
But he's sponsored by some cool things. Like, he was sponsored by Qualcomm, which is people that make phones, and he was sponsored by TikTok. Like, the actual platform sponsored the video. Like, what? That's crazy how, like, sponsorships, like, the bigger people, they got some crazy sponsorships. Oh, there's another YouTuber, bro. I forgot his name, but I was looking on Nike, and he was like one of the models for Nike.
Yeah.
Like, damn, dude.
It's cool.
Like, that's crazy. Like, back
that'd be us.
when we were growing up, YouTubers were nothing.
Yeah.
Like, they were just weird. But nowadays, bro, they're everywhere. Like, influencers are the thing. I'm not trying to say that we're trying to be influencers, but even if I was an influencer, I'd always be the same person. What do you think?
Yeah, I would change up for sure.
No, bro. Like, a lot of influencers, they change a lot.
Oh, yeah.
You can tell by their older videos to their newer videos.
And then
they start getting that bread.
And some are just doing it for the money.
They get that
they
bread.
They gotta maintain their family. Some gotta maintain. They just want that money, bro. I don't blame them. I would do the same. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But for sure, I wouldn't change.
I've heard stories of them getting like $20K a month checks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
More, obviously, if you have more subscribers and stuff like that. But that's so cool. That's so cool. Like, just for content creating.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've never really been that big of content creating.
Yeah.
I mean, I made a few YouTube videos in 6th grade. And I used to stream and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I do it for fun.
Yeah.
I just do it for fun, you know, like, you know how, I know how some YouTubers, they got by all the fancy cameras and all the crazy ass stuff, you know, the drones and all that shit. I could never do that, man. I feel like that's too many moving parts, man. Like,
it comes with growing. Eventually, hopefully this gets far enough where it comes to video podcasts, and you know.
But yeah, y'all stay tuned, y'all listen, y'all subscribe, follow whatever.
Leave suggestions for
Leave
topics.
suggestions, yes. We're down to talk about anything. Literally anything. Anything. Even if we don't know about it. You know? Pull up into the Google. In season 1, we had a lot of facts.
Notes.
In season 1, we had notes, we had facts, we had all that. You know, hey, but also to whoever's out there who really wants to start something like this, start it.
Yeah.
It's so hard to start at the start, but once you get going, it's a momentum that will carry you to new heights. Literally, momentum is a big thing now too. Mm-hmm. Momentum is big. Like, you have to start somewhere, man. You know,
as soon as you go over that hill, you keep.
I mean, our first episode was so bad. We didn't even have this mic,
and that was that was our most viewed.
And that was like our best episode. And that shit was like raw. That shit was like, we pulled up, we had earbuds, we didn't use no mic, no nothing, and we just talked out of our ass for like, I don't even know how long, but it worked out, you know? Yeah. So if you want to do it, do it. If you want to talk about yourself, do that shit, you know? If you want to get a little mic, you know, talk to yourself, you know? Post it on the internet, you know? Yeah. Maybe people might fuck with it. If you want to vlog. Some people out here be vlogging, you know? That's really good.
Shout out to all those.
Pick up the camera and just record yourself, you know?
Sure.
You know, I'm not doing that shit, but... Nah, on some real shit, I think that's for me, that'd be a very, very hard situation, is like recording myself. It's not that I'm not comfortable with myself, because some people say, oh yeah, you can't record yourself, or how do you vlog yourself, like for the vloggers, you're in public, blah blah. It's not that. I'm just a very passive person. I just feel like if I was a vlogger, I would suck because I'm just very passive. Usually other YouTubers and shit you see on YouTube and shit, they're like, hey guys, blah blah, hello fresh up your ass, you know, like I could never be that person. I can never. Sure. That's why this podcast platform is really cool, because you just talk like normal people. You know, we're not on the camera acting like dumbasses. You know what I mean? Yeah. We're not doing prank videos or nothing like that. I don't even know what people do no more, man. But it's crazy. Traveling is a big thing when you're an adult, bro. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Everyone that's older than me always tells me, travel more. You know what I mean? You know, I personally don't travel that much, but it's definitely a treat to travel. And if you have, and I know people that haven't traveled. I don't travel much because I've been many places.
And we got things to do. And
we're adults, you know, normal things. But for the people who haven't gone nowhere. Try to get somewhere, man, because just going out to like a little city or whatever, just going out to the city that's not your city opens up your mind.
New perspective,
new opportunities, new everything. It changes how you see people, how you see life. Yeah. You meet new people too, and you learn about how the life is there. And when you come back to your hometown, you feel refreshed, you feel ready to go. you're like, all right, I got this. I got that mental reset. I'm out here. The mental reset. But, you know, you're out here. So whoever hasn't, do it. You know what I mean? That's very important, too. And if you're in school, keep grinding. I salute you, man, because I personally, I don't think I'm built for that. Not yet, maybe. I mean, I could probably do it, but I have other goals.
We have a lot of goals to fulfill.
I have a lot of goals that I want to do first before I go back to school.
But yeah.
So that's true.
Overall, I mean, hopefully you guys like this little introduction to our new podcast.
Hopefully y'all love it. It definitely wasn't the best, but this is just an introduction to what's gonna be, and it was just like also an introduction too, so you guys could listen in on what it's gonna be like. And if you guys have any suggestions and stuff like that, throw it in.
To leave that down in the comments or wherever.
Comments or DM the J2J podcast.
Production or whatever.
I won't reply, but someone will.
Or we're just gonna look at it and okay.
or like those bots that say like, press this link to win $1,000.
We might send a couple of those.
You know, a few viruses here and there. You know,
it's all good.
You know, it's all good. Love. It's all love.
For sure though. Thank you.
Merch coming on the way. Yo, merch would be dope as heck.
Come on, y'all. I know y'all would fuck with the
merch would be cool. Me and a very close friend, we're gonna start our own clothing company in sophomore year. But you know, it would have been so cool. To this day, it's still so cool. I think to have like your own brand of clothes. You know what I mean? But whoever wants to sponsor us out there, you know. Right. Your boy trying to get paid. I'm just
gotta get the bills paid.
That's a joke. I try to keep the lights on. You know what I mean? You know, that's all a joke. It's all a joke. That's what this podcast is like. Very professional, open. Very mature, while also throwing a little bit of jokes. Because anyone that knows us knows that we're pretty funny.
Yeah.
You know, I think we're funny. But yeah. So thank you all for listening, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to bang that like button or whatever they say, and you know, link in the description for HelloFresh 10 free meals. Just because HelloFresh is just the funniest one to me. But yeah, hey,
this has been a J2J podcast.
This has been J2J podcast episode 1, season 2. I'll catch you on the rebound.
Thank you.